Yeah, I already recorded a 2-hour podcast this morning, so it's we wake up early to do this. I'm a morning guy.
I'm still up from work last night.
I don't envy that. I'm sorry.
I just didn't go to bed after work.
I had to subject myself to Pitch Perfect 3 last night, so I would say that it was equal punishment. Blast Egg in chat, you said wait, finals. Today is not the finals. This is going to determine who goes to the losers bracket finals, and then tomorrow we do have the grand finals for you, yes. And we are rolling here. Rupert's got a little bit of a timer issue as both runners go into one dash. And we'll get the times all adjusted, don't worry about it. Speed Gaming is taking great care of us this entire tournament.
Yeah, I think the important thing to do is watch the people actually racing.
That would definitely be something to pay attention to.
Might be a little more important than who's doing what.
Roop hitting the flag here, 3:45 on the timer, the call with a 3:42. Both players avoiding fireworks as we head into 1-3.
These runs are generally nothing but fireworks and despair.
Both players making their way through 1-3 pretty effortlessly. Fantastic with 260s on the timer for both of them. Optimal time there for both runners. So a close race here as we head into the first castle of 8. This goes by fast. I mean, this is going to be, what, a 20-minute race, so it's going to go by pretty quickly.
20 minutes maximum.
Yeah, it's both. I think we had maybe a little under over a dozen of under 20-minute races, but most races clock in, especially at this stage of the tournament, right around that 20-minute mark. Both players with PBs in the mid-19s, so we're in for a good one.
It's interesting to watch Rupert do fire strats. He did small strats for most of the tournament.
Yeah, and he was practicing the past couple of days getting power-ups, so it's definitely different. But I get it, though. You got to be safer in this time of the tournament to move on. And if you go small Mario, that's definitely risky.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a big time loss with the bridge crumbling in every castle.
Yeah. Rupert with a bonk there, unfortunately, in 2-1. So Kyle takes a little bit of a lead here as we head into 2-2. You'll see the Kyle just about a second ahead. (2-2), one of 2 water levels in the game. I believe 7-2 is the other water level. This one a little tame compared to 7-2. 7-2, a lot more bloopers, a lot more random cheeps. You're going to see both these players navigating through the water. You see Rupert turned around there to avoid the blooper. Both players keeping their fire through this level so far. Definitely important to keep your fire here through this level. Through all levels, I should say, really. There's not really a level where you're like, okay. (2-3), pretty legitimately straightforward. You're just running right, avoiding the cheeps. They do kind of spawn as random, so you have to be pretty quick with your reaction times. But both players already have fire. You see Rupert doing some crouch jumps. The Kyle taking a little easier here, not really needing to crouch jump as much. There's one at the end there. But like you said, just left to right. Platforming goodness as both players hit the flagpole at 240. Great 2-3 for both players. Beautiful elevator jumps by both players there to avoid Bowser's fire. And you see them bonk up against the left to right moving platform. That's obviously to stop their momentum, but to get the optimal kill on Bowser. I saw Roop get a quick kill on Bowser the other night during practice where he only had 2 fireballs as a kill. You don't see that very often, but the faster you can get Bowser with the fire, like you said earlier, you skip the bridge animation collapsing, so it's easier and faster for you to just kill Bowser with fire, hit the axe, and then you don't have to worry about the bridge collapsing. It just saves time every single castle, except for 8-4, because that's the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't think that one matters.
No, not so much. 3:47 on the timer for both players in 3-1. This is, I think, the 3rd race I'm calling of the calls. I think it's my first, maybe my 2nd race that I'm calling for Rupert. He and I did a race together a couple weeks ago. But both players I've had a lot of familiarity with. I watch almost every one of Rupert's streams, so maybe a little bit of bias there, but who am I kidding?
Maybe just a little.
Yeah, and selfishly, I can say that he was a guest on my show recently, so shout-outs to Roop. He's a great dude, and again, thanks to him for putting the tournament together.
He did stack this commentary with buddies, though.
He sure did, yeah. That's bias of him, I guess. It's funny. 3-3, both players taking the high route here in 3-3. You're going to see a lot of elevators, platforming, but again, 260 on the timer for both players. Playing that level, again, pretty optimally. Fantastic race so far for both players. Still having fire power-ups for both of them. The Kyle slowing down there in the beginning of the castle. Roop didn't. He jumped right over the Podoboo, so he gained just a little bit of time, but both players taking it very safe and slow here at the end. Both with the Bowser kill and the axe grab. 2:57 on the timer for the Kyle, 2:58 for Roop, so a little bit of a time catching up there for Rupert. 4-1, the easiest level of the game. Just run right, jump, and you'll be fine.
There better be swag coins.
Let's see. I'm hoping for it.
The call skipping the Lakitu jump. Tisk tisk.
No, they have the fire. They don't need the swag. But Roop's getting the coins, so.
That's because he's small.
Yeah, a little bit of swag there from Roop. Some War Room Philly shout out to him. He said, I got Rupert in my March Madness bracket. That's a good call out. I love it.
When we did brackets for the predictions, I had actually picked Rupert to win it all, and he was like, that's stupid, change it.
But it's proving to be really true. You know, listen, he's got a great shot here to move on to the losers finals and then to the grand finals tomorrow. However, just for anybody out there that's wondering, Roop will be doing commentary if by chance he doesn't make it. Knock on wood. He said he'll be doing commentary for the grand finals tomorrow. So you get to hear that amazing Southern drawl.
That sweet barbecue voice.
I never thought to describe it quite like that, but I'm going to from now on.
We'll thank Slice Mage for that one. He calls it the smoky barbecue voice.
It's great. You know, it's funny because you think with 2 high-level players, it's going to be, you know, this crazy play-by-play action and all this great commentary, but they're just so good that, I mean, come on now. These players are playing practically an identical race. They're still within about a second of each other, and we're about halfway through the game. This is just incredible to be able to watch. It's almost like, hey, sit back, watch it, and enjoy our dumb jokes. This is the first of 2 maze castles. You see both players kind of navigating it. If you do it wrong, the castle will endlessly loop. This one's pretty easy. It's a tough Bowser, but both players doing very, very well. Great job sliding under Bowser by Rupert there, but you'll see the other castle is 7-4 being the other maze castle. That one's a little bit more difficult for newer players, but these runners will have no problem with it as we move into 5-1 for both players, which is about where the game picks up and ramps up in difficulty.
This is where things actually get real. If you were sleeping, this would be the time to start paying attention. Tab back in. Wake up. Little stumble on the stair boss there from the call.
Yeah, and he avoided the fireworks too. He had the stumble, was going to get a 6 on the timer, opted to wait down by the block just to get the 5 on the timer to skip the fireworks. If he got a 6 on the timer, it's going to get him 6 fireworks, and he's going to get about a 2.5-second time loss, which in a 20-minute run doesn't sound like a lot, but when these two players are this close, that could make or break the race.
Well, luckily for everybody, there were no questionable bills at the beginning of the level.
Yeah.
One tried to slip out there.
Wow, it's practically identical right now. There's less than a second separating these two, and we're going into 5-3. There was a race a couple weeks ago between Goofy Chocobo, and I can't remember who he was racing against, and it was less than a second, I believe, was the final time between the two runners. This is shaping up to be just as good. Oh, but commentator's curse. As I say it, Rupert takes a hit. As I say it, that's going to put the call in what we can consider a commanding lead for this, but, you know, all it takes is for the cow to take one hit as well, and we're right back to square one.
Bills of questionable intent.
Oh, the bills of questionable intent, indeed.
Every single time.
$5-4 here for the call. It's a lot like 2-4, but more fire bars. You can see another elevator jump here. Perfectly executed. Beautiful. Oh yeah, the quick grab there for Roop you were referring to?
Very nice.
Yeah. So he's got his fire back, as you see. Now both players back fired up as we head into World 6. Only 3 more Worlds, 6, 7, and 8, and we're done. Crazy.
Right now we're relying on the call to make a mistake to make this more interesting.
Call grabs the flag at 6 on 6-1. Is going to get 1 firework, I believe I saw on the timer, but that's pretty inconsequential for both players getting the 351. The 1 firework really does nothing.
Goofy, the dog's in bed. He doesn't let the dog race with him.
Oh, that's Smokey. Smokey the dog. I love Smokey
Robinson.
the dog. That's awesome. 6-2, you're going to see for both players. It shouldn't be a problem because they have fire. If one of the two players was either Small Mario or just Big Mario without fire, this level would be a lot tougher to navigate through. But with fire, it makes it a lot easier because of obviously killing the piranha plants easily with the fire. But both players doing it excellently, and Rupert finishes as well. He's caught up very nicely. I mean, you know, considering he took the hit. If the cow takes 1 hit, we're right back even.
Rupert's pretty consistent. He's done a ton of races of this over the past 4 years.
Yeah, 2013, he said, he came on my podcast last week, and he said 2013 he started running. So just consistency, you know, consistency.
He held number 5 for time for a while, and then he quit streaming for, I don't know, 3 years.
It's funny, he came back to streaming right about the time I started, so he's been a great mentor for me to not only show me the game, but show me just in general how to become a better streamer. So shout-outs to him. 6-, oh, he takes another hit. Oh my goodness. Kyle playing pretty much perfectly. I mean, don't take anything away. He's playing absolutely phenomenally. Rupert's going to finish this out. He might actually just finish the race as Small Mario. We'll see. I think he knows he's behind right now. So we'll see how that goes.
If he skipped that power-up, I believe he'll do small only. Because that would have been the place to stop and get it.
This is 7-2, the other water level I was talking about earlier. We're going to see a lot of bloops, a lot of extra bloopers, a lot of extra cheeps. It's just a more annoying, really, stage to kind of navigate through as opposed to being difficult. Just take your time if you need to. Roop, again, staying small here.
The call having a little bit of a stumble.
Yeah, slowing down just a little bit. Both players are going to hit the pipe relatively at the same time, but the call still holds the advantage being Big Fire. Still has the advantage.
Roopert got a 310, Call got a 294.
Seven -3 is pretty much a skinned repeat of 2-3, but this time you're going to have Koopas, both winged and on the ground, to kind of navigate through as well. So it's, again, a little bit more difficult version of a level from earlier on in the game. You see that a lot in this game in general, but it doesn't make it any less grueling. Both players finished it with a 240. Phenomenal. Kyle's still playing absolutely flawlessly. About as perfect as you could want for a race. Obviously not perfect, but absolutely flawlessly up until this point.
Yeah, he's made no mistakes at all.
Yeah, just that little bit of a slowdown last level in the water at the end there in what is now called the Reef of Grief. But other than that, just absolutely flawless play.
That's a great title.
I know, I didn't hear it until this tournament, and it's stuck with me ever since. It's great. I hope it never goes away. The difference here, as we move into the final World 8-1 here, 4 more levels to go. The difference here being, if you die as, oh my god, I can't even.
Commentator's curse. I was going to mention, I thought he was going to go for all the pipe jumps, and I think that's what he feels he has to do.
Yeah. But if you die, you have to start off at the beginning of the level. Even if you die at the very end, there are no checkpoints in World 8. And of course, as soon as I mention it, Roopert takes his first death of the run from either player, the first death. So that's crazy. 3 mistakes. That's all Roopert's made this entire run. 3 mistakes. Lost power-ups twice and died once. And yet, that could be it in a 20-minute race. It's insane. Kyle is moving into 8-2 now. My favorite level of the game.
Ooh.
Takes the hit. See, now it's a race again. If the Kyle takes a death here, Roopert has the lead if he takes a death, but he does get a power-up. Does Roop go for the power-up? Because he got fireworks, so he's even farther behind. We'll see.
He might take the safety shroom. I don't know if he'll... Maybe. If he knows he's this far behind, he might skip it.
Roop opting for the safety shroom.
Nice decision.
Yeah, he can get fire too in 8-3 if he wants it. So early on in the first set of bros. So, and then Kyle getting fireworks there. So it's still a race, very much so. 8-3 with these bros can be annoying. Let's see what happens. There we go. Bad bros for the Kyle, and he takes a hit. No. Roop can get right back in this. Oh, good bro kill there by Roop. Wow. Unbelievable. We're here in 8-4. Roop holds up, gets a 2 on the timer. We're going into 8-4, separated by just a couple seconds. Hold on to your seats.
Again, if you have tabbed out, this would be the time to tab back in. I like how nobody has fire. Missed the wall jump, though.
About a room ahead right now. Hits the wrong warp, goes into the water section for the call. Roop also gets the turnaround room, goes into the water. Both players in the water. One room left. Oh, this is going to come down to the wire.
Down to blooper patterns and fire bars. Little things.
Roop takes it high. Both of them in there. Kyle takes the hit and waits out Bowser. Hits the axe first.
Oh my
Kyle
god.
takes it. And Roop, oh goodness gracious.
Through the hammers.
That was so close. Unbelievable. Just about the 20-minute mark for both players. That was unbelievable. If my seat had an edge, I'd be on it. GG to both runners. Absolutely GG to both runners.
Fantastic race.
Chat's going nuts. There's about 550 people right now. All of them typing GG in chat right now. That was a great, great race. And it was an absolute pleasure getting to call one with you. So that was great. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
We'll see if Rupert's going to join us here as well here for an interview. Roop, you with us? Oh, he had to leave the channel. He'll be back in just a second. Just want to point out again that Roop took a death, lost power-ups three times, I think, throughout the whole race, and still was within seconds of winning that race. That's how close that was. That was absolutely incredible.
Do we have the race spot times?
I do not have them in front of me. Trying to pull them up. It looked to be somewhere around the almost exactly 20 minutes for the call, and Roop was about 4 seconds behind, but I'm trying to pull up the exact times here. Just a reminder though, the grand finals are tomorrow. Kyle will be moving on in the losers bracket finals to take on London B tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, so about 24 hours from now, and then exactly 24 hours from now we're going to have the grand finals between the winner of that race and I believe Kaku.
Yeah.
I know Roop's trying to come back in. He's coming in and out of the channel, so hopefully we grab him for a short interview.
I tell everyone who has Discord, just use your phone.
That's what I'm doing. I know it's not the preferred way. Hey, Roop.
Hey.
I'm using an iPad, don't worry.
I use my phone and no one responded to me. So.
Okay.
So what went wrong?
I died. Well, 2-1 was kind of messy, and I lost my power-ups in 6-4, and I got a little maybe too aggressive in 8-1 and went for it. But
did you really have a choice?
At that point, not really.
Did you know you were behind at that point, and by how much? I know it's not the preferred way. Hey, Roop.
Behind at that point.
Okay.
I'm using an iPad, don't worry.
How close was that at the end?
Within about a little less than 5 seconds.
Okay. But, according to the video or the race spot times, because I got done late.
According to the video, I don't know the race spot times. I'm actually trying to pull them up. But I'll tell you, Kyle got hit at the...
Did you really have a choice?
At the last Hammer Bro in 8-4 in that last room. Did you know you were behind at that point by Small Mario, and you took the leap of faith as Big Mario, and that kind of had some time difference there, but...
Okay.
Within about little less than 5 seconds.
Been that aggressive on 8-1. I probably should have approached that a little differently, but...
Hey man, he had a great race though, so
yeah,
it was fantastic race.
Yeah, he put up a very solid run.
Well, you went further in this tournament than you thought you were going to. Not as far as I thought you were going to, so I guess we met in the middle.
Sin out there saying that you were at the bro when he hit the axe. in the last room. So just a couple
Okay.
seconds.
Okay. Well, it's been a pretty good run through the tournament. I made it farther than I thought I would, so I can't say that I'm disappointed to make it this far.
Hey man, from organizing it to being in almost the finals, that's a heck of an event, heck of a couple months for you.
Yeah, it has been. So I guess, I will be doing the commentary for the finals and stuff tomorrow. So I guess I don't have to prepare for a race. So that's a little. We mentioned it during the run that if you unfortunately couldn't pull it out, that you would be doing commentary. But again, we can all look forward to that. As I've been now told, it's the Smoky Mountain Barbecue accent, really, for the draw or the voice. Those are great. That's apparently what some people say.
Yeah. So some people out there in chat are asking for the Kyle's interview. I do not believe the Kyle will be coming in for an interview.
I thought I saw him in the other channel. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's drag him in here.
Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. There we go.
Oh, nice. Hi.
Hey, what's up? Congratulations.
Hey, I did say thanks. Man, it was close. It was a close race, I guess. Man, my board 8 almost cost me the game. That would be incredibly stupid had I lost the race because of that. But I mean, I did the first 8 to jump correctly, and then I don't know why it's. Oh, let's take this safely. Let's just slow down. At that moment, the key to hit me. Okay.
Yeah, that ended up being closer than I thought it was going to be because I started World 8 small and I went for it and I died on 8-1.
Oh.
So yeah, I went all out on the first shot and I got to the second pipe jump and I jumped a little too late and hit the plant and so forth on 8-1. But
wow, so you died at the beginning of 8-1? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it was the risk I was willing to take, and I mean, I lost on that risk, but at the same time, I felt like at the position I was in, I needed to take that risk. So,
yeah, definitely.
But anyway, you put together a really strong run, so congrats on the win.
Yeah, until War 7 was a good run. I also got like 5-4, something I never got today. Almost either get it or died at 5-4 during practice today, so kinda glad I got it when it really mattered. Then I had range at 7-2, and I valued much more the power up, keeping the flower rather than just escaping the water level quickly. And I lost a ton of time there, but I had the blopper in the worst possible position ever. You know what? Just wait. I can't afford to lose the flower there. And yeah. Apart from those two things, my run was pretty okay, so I can't really. It was a close race, like expected. I mean, we pretty much we are the same level, so
Yeah.
we have the same PBs more or less. You have more experience, probably. For sure, you have more experience than me, so probably you had a little bit of advantage in that sense. But in terms of skill, we are pretty much equal. So it would have come up to episodes like it has been in the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going up against Flown to be in the losers bracket finals tomorrow. Thoughts on that?
Wow, that's crazy. What the heck? What the heck is going on with this tournament? Okay. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's incredible. Okay, I'm still there. It's insane. Like always, I will try to do my best. I will try to think race after race, and then if I win, okay. Otherwise, whatever. I mean, and yeah, I hope that this was a great race to watch for the audience. I believe it was. I mean, both of us played really well, apart from a couple of episodes. in the end, you had an episode which was more negative. It made you lose much more time than my negative ones. And that's why I won. Apart from that, that's what this race came down to. Simple as that. So yeah. Again, congrats.
Yeah, it was a great race. I mean, you said as long as the audience had fun, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, man, everything you did was solid.
Yeah, my run was until the end was a good run. I had a couple of bad things. I usually do the first A1-2. I usually do that part very slowly because I'm not confident with this strategy. I really not confident, so rather prefer to stop a little bit, and not lose the power up there. Apart from that, yeah, it was a good run. Nothing else to say. Let's see. Tomorrow I can repeat the run.
Except for good luck tomorrow, and hope to see you in the grand finals right after that. And I'll be watching. I know everybody out there in chat will be watching too.
Right? Yeah. Best of luck. Don't be nervous.
I will try not to be nervous. I usually am very nervous before end races. Then when the race starts, I tend to forget everything, but the moments prior to the races are terrible.
I believe it.
For me, are terrible.
I believe it. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Any last words on this race today before we move on?
All I had to say was I'm pleased that I made it this far, and congrats to you, and good luck against London B tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. I need a lot of luck tomorrow against London B.
It's going to be a great race. Looking forward to that again. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow morning, with the grand finals happening right after that. Thank you to everybody who came out today to watch this fantastic race between Rupert and Nicole. We'll see you tomorrow for the losers bracket finals, followed by the grand finals. Take care, everybody.
Wow.
And GG today.
Good luck.
GG.
Bye, everybody. GG to Rupert. Great race. Bye-bye.